Looked like Mary Kay Cabot has broke the story online yesterday that Dillon Gabriel has not been involved in any preparation for the 2026 season. And I'm telling y'all, I was going to stay on top of this story just like they stayed on top of sabotaging Shedeur last year.
What did you make out of Schweitzer talking about Dillon Gabriel as the first quarterback out of his mouth?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. You know, it felt like a very intentional mention of Dillon Gabriel there, and I think there's been a lot of speculation on our part about whether Dillon Gabriel is going to still be a Cleveland Brown by the time the season begins, if he is someone they would be willing to trade. So I thought it was very intentional that he mentioned Dillon Gabriel. It's something to make note of, but hey, look, we do know with this team, they love to wheel and
deal. Do you think Shedeur will be better than Kyler Murray's been in his career?
I think he got the potential to be.
Okay.
To me, he got to clean up the decision making, and that's a hard thing to do. It's not easy, but I do love the confidence that he has in himself. You know, for somebody that, I think it's just so much pressure that comes with trying to be successful, to be the successful quarterback in Cleveland, and that for some reason it just don't faze him.
I agree with that.
He carries himself like.
We're a week removed from Andrew Berry when he was asked about the possibility of trading a quarterback on their roster. This isn't a maybe. Mary Kay Cat broke the story. The Fan and ESPN Cleveland backed it up, and now the entire NFL world is scrambling to catch up to what this channel has been saying for months. So don't skip a single second of this video. And if this story touches your heart, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments. Where are you watching from? Let's begin. Man, if you thought the offseason was going to be quiet, think again. The moment Todd Monken publicly puts his chips on Shedeur Sanders over Dillon Gabriel, that's not just a roster update, that's a seismic shockwave through the entire Browns franchise. Fans across Cleveland, across the league, are waking up and realizing something big just happened. This isn't a who's sitting on the bench today situation. This is an organizational declaration. Every move the Browns make from here on out, every draft pick, every free agent signing, every offensive line upgrade, it's all now being filtered through one undeniable truth. Shedeur Sanders is QB1. And Dillon Gabriel, he's officially out. Not on the fringe, not a competition, gone. Finished. Think about how rare this is. We've seen rumors, whispers, and media hype swirl around quarterbacks before. Remember Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia? Remember Justin Fields in Chicago? Every time a team makes a choice like this, it's a high-stakes story of confidence versus doubt. And right now, Cleveland just made theirs loud and clear. The narrative that had been swirling that maybe Shedeur was a question mark, that Gabriel could swoop in, that the front office wasn't fully behind their rookie, all of that collapses the moment Monken makes this call. And it hits fans emotionally in a way that stats or highlight reels just can't. You feel the relief, the excitement, but also the shock because you know how much this changes the entire offensive identity. Let's be honest, we all knew Shedeur had flashes last year, moments where you could see the ceiling, the poise, the intelligence, but until an organization officially steps forward and says, this is our guy, we're building around him, period, it's still just potential. Now, it's reality. And the weight of that reality hits hard. The doubters, they're scrambling. The media that spent months questioning him, they've got nothing now. Gabriel's exit isn't a slight. It's a football decision, cold, calculated, final, and it sends a signal to the league. Cleveland knows what they want, and they're not leaving it to chance. And here's what's wild, the emotional arc for fans. One day you're worried, second-guessing, thinking maybe Gabriel or some other name could sneak in, and the next day, the path is crystal clear. You feel vindicated if you believed in Shedeur from the start, relieved if you were skeptical but wanted clarity, and energized because the future now feels tangible. This is a defining moment for the Browns and for Shedeur Sanders personally. It's historic, it's bold, and it's the kind of decision that fans will remember as a turning point the day the quarterback room flipped upside down, and the future got a name. Make no mistake, Shedeur is the guy, Gabriel is gone, and Cleveland, they just made it impossible to ignore. The fallout has only just begun, and if you think this chapter is over, you haven't even seen the ripple effects yet. Let's break it down not in theory, not in speculation, but in pure football reality. Shedeur Sanders isn't just the Browns' QB1 because of hype or pedigree. He's QB1 because Todd Monken's offense was practically drawn around him. Every motion, every scheme, every progression this offense runs screams one thing: precision, timing, and intelligence, the exact skill set Shedeur brings to the table. His arm, deadly accurate. His reads, quick, clean, decisive. His mobility, enough to extend plays without forcing mistakes. We're not talking about a good athlete playing quarterback. We're talking about a player whose skill set aligns perfectly with a system designed for elite execution. Now, let's compare that to Dillon Gabriel. Gabriel showed flashes, sure, but here's the issue. The system Monken wants demands a quarterback who can process under pressure, scan the entire field, and deliver accurate throws to multiple levels on schedule. Gabriel's tape from last season shows moments of brilliance, but it also shows hesitation, off-target throws, and struggles when the pocket collapses. It's not personal, it's football. In Monken's offense, hesitation is the enemy. Shedeur, calm, decisive, ready. Gabriel, not quite there, not consistently. That's why the front office's decision isn't shocking, it's obvious. The blueprint comes alive with Shedeur at QB1. He's not just fitting into the system, he's defining it. And it doesn't stop with him. The Browns are surrounding him with talent, the kind of upgrades that signal one thing: confidence. Offensive line reinforcements are already in motion. We're talking veteran presence across the line. Tackles, guards, a fortress built for one quarterback. Wide receiver targets are being connected to Shedeur's strengths. Contested catches, precise route running, the ability to stretch the field. This is not a trial run. This is strategic investment. Every signing, every draft consideration, every roster move is a confirmation. Shedeur is the future, and Cleveland is arming him to dominate. We've seen this before. Think Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. Think Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia. When an organization truly commits to a quarterback, the entire offense pivots to maximize his strengths. And Shedeur, he has everything to make that transition seamless. Decision-making under pressure, elite timing, strong pocket awareness, and the arm talent to execute at every level. Pair that with the upgrades coming around him, and you're looking at a quarterback whose ceiling isn't just high, it's explosive. The immediate impact could be wild. Year 2, fully backed by his head coach, armed with better protection, weapons designed for him. The Browns aren't just hoping he grows into the offense. They're designing the offense around him, building a machine for Shedeur Sanders to thrive. And as fans, as observers, we're about to witness just how quickly a system and a quarterback can elevate each other when the fit is that perfect. Shedeur isn't just the guy in the lineup. He's the key to unlocking this offense. And the blueprint? It's already in motion. Man, let's be real for a second. The NFL media machine can be brutal. Headlines, hot takes, anonymous league sources, Twitter armies, they all converged last season to make Shedeur Sanders look like a question mark. Every little misstep was magnified. Every rookie flash of brilliance was questioned. And somehow Dillon Gabriel was cast as a looming threat, a shadow in the quarterback room. Fans were left scratching their heads, wondering if the organization really believed in Shedeur or if he was just another name in a crowded narrative. The noise was deafening, and it could have shaken anyone. But Shedeur, he didn't flinch, not once, not even when the scrutiny hit full volume. Think about the pressure cooker he's in. Cleveland isn't forgiving, especially when it comes to quarterbacks. Every practice, every throw, every glance from Monken or the front office carries weight. The media's narrative? It painted a picture of uncertainty, doubt, and potential failure. Analysts argued over his mechanics, questioned his decision-making under pressure, and tried to frame Gabriel as the safe choice. But here's the thing. Football doesn't lie. The tape doesn't lie. And the people making real decisions, the ones in the building, they saw what mattered. Todd Monken saw it. Andrew Berry saw it. They saw the flashes of intelligence, poise, and instinct that can't be taught. That's why, no matter how loud the outside world got, Shedeur kept grinding. He let his game do the talking, and slowly, layer by layer, the noise began to crumble. What makes this part of the story so electric is the timing. The narrative that had been built over months, the competition, the what-ifs, the supposed threat of Gabriel, all of it collapses under the front office's decisions. It's vindication in real time. You can almost feel it as a fan. The doubts, the frustration, the impatience, they all get replaced with clarity. The organization didn't just choose Shedeur, they built around him. Every O-line upgrade, every potential wide receiver target, every cap allocation screams confidence in him. And the emotional payoff? It's huge. Watching a player not only survive the noise, but rise above it is rare. It's the difference between a rookie who fades under pressure and a quarterback who becomes the foundation of a franchise. And that's exactly what we're witnessing. The doubters, the hot takes, the media storms, they all hit, but Shedeur stood firm. He let the football do the talking, and now the world is catching up. Fans watching this unfold are seeing something real. A young quarterback under relentless scrutiny, proving he's worthy of absolute trust. The story isn't just about talent, it's about composure, resilience, and the ability to thrive when everyone's counting against you. So when you look at this moment, Shedeur, navigating criticism, Gabriel out of the picture, the organization committing it all, adds up to one thing: vindication. And if you think the story ends here, think again. The ripple effects are just starting. The next chapter, that's where we see growth, leadership, and what this team is building around him. This is where the story really gets exciting. Shedeur Sanders isn't just entering his second year as a quarterback, he's stepping into a full-on launch pad. Last season was about flashes, moments that made you stop and think, this kid might be special. But flashes are one thing. Turning potential into performance, that takes relentless work, focus, and support. And make no mistake, Shedeur is putting in that work. Every off-season workout, every rep in the weight room, every film session, he's building the foundation for a quarterback who isn't just good, he's franchise-defining. You've got to consider the environment he's in. Todd Monken is not a coach who plays favorites or lets talent go unchallenged. He's strategic, precise, and demanding. He sees exactly what Shedeur needs to elevate his game, the decision-making under pressure, the subtle adjustments in the pocket, the timing with his receivers. Monken isn't just coaching a player, he's shaping an offense around a quarterback he believes can thrive at the highest level. That belief matters. It matters to Shedeur, it matters to the team, and it matters to the fans watching every roster move and every headline. And let's talk about what Cleveland is building around him. This isn't a quarterback left to figure things out on his own. Offensive line upgrades are coming, solid veteran presence across the front, protection designed to give him the time to dissect defenses and make plays. Wide receivers? Think precise route runners, contested catch specialists, players who can translate Shedeur's vision into production. These aren't happenstance signings, they're intentional, strategically aligned to his strengths. Every pick, every free agent move, every training camp adjustment is a signal. Cleveland isn't just giving Shedeur a chance, they're creating the conditions for him to dominate. You can already see it in the anticipation around fans and analysts alike. The rookie season flashes, the moments of brilliance under duress, they're no longer isolated sparks. They're a blueprint for what's coming. Shedeur adapted to NFL speed faster than most expected, learned the timing, the reads, the complexities of a pro system, and now he's ready to translate all of that into sustained production. Year 2 isn't about learning anymore. It's about executing. It's about taking the flashes we saw and turning them into highlight reels, game-winning drives, and leadership that defines a locker room. This is the start of a new era in Cleveland. It's not hypothetical. It's not a what-if scenario. This is organizational commitment meeting preparation, talent, and drive. Shedeur Sanders has the tools, the system, and the support to rise. And as fans, as observers, we're on the edge of watching potential evolve into something real, something tangible, something that can change the trajectory of a franchise. The stage is set. The pieces are in place, and all that remains is for Shedeur to take control and show the league exactly what he's capable of. If you're a Cleveland fan, sit down and let this sink in, because what's coming in 2026 isn't just a season, it's a statement. Shedeur Sanders isn't entering year 2 to find his footing, he's entering to dominate. The organization has made it clear. This offense is his. Every upgrade, every signing, every play design screams confidence in him. And when a front office and a head coach move with this kind of decisiveness, you know it's not a gamble. This is a calculated push towards something historic, and Shedeur is the engine driving it. Think about it. A quarterback with the arm talent to stretch the field, the processing speed to dissect defenses, the poise to lead a locker room, all of that now paired with a fortified offensive line and weaponry designed specifically for him. This is a blueprint for success. Shedeur isn't just the starter. He's the architect of an offense that could reshape the AFC landscape. And let's be honest, the Browns have had moments of quarterback uncertainty before, but this isn't uncertainty, this is clarity. This is a franchise saying, we believe in him, and we're building everything around him. That's not subtle, that's loud, and it's undeniable. The ripple effect is massive. Think about defenses scrambling to adjust, linebackers reading the wrong keys, safeties caught out of position because Shedeur is executing reads faster than anyone imagined. Think about the confidence it instills in teammates when the quarterback in the huddle isn't just a player, he's a leader, a stabilizing force, a difference maker. We've seen it before with young QBs who had everything click. Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow, and now Shedeur is poised to enter that conversation. He's got the talent, the system, and the backing to make waves immediately. Fans, here's the key takeaway. This moment matters historically. We're not just talking about a depth chart decision or a training camp story. The Browns have declared who their quarterback is, and the league is taking notice. Year 2 isn't about learning the ropes anymore. It's about executing, dominating, and proving every doubter wrong. The skepticism, the online noise, the media narratives, they all vanish when results hit the field. And trust me, Shedeur has the tools, the mindset, and the support to make sure those results aren't just flashes, they're consistent, powerful, game-changing moments. So when you think about 2026, think bold, think unstoppable, think a quarterback who has been built up, surrounded with talent, and fully supported to excel at the highest level. Shedeur Sanders is the future, and the NFL isn't ready for what he's about to unleash. Get ready for highlight reels, for clutch drives, for moments that make you jump out of your seat and believe again. The Browns have chosen, they've committed, and the stage is set. And if you're watching, this is your front row seat to something monumental, the rise of a franchise quarterback and a team that's no longer just competing, but threatening to dominate. Buckle up, because Shedeur Sanders is ready to show the NFL exactly what he's capable of.